What is the Second Sino-Japanese War? The Second Sino-Japanese War is a major conflict war between the Republic of China and Japan. One of the main reasons for the war to begin was because Japan took over China. China had a weak government and the Japanese wanted to get resources to further expand. What further made the war to begin? There's the Xiaodong problem, the 9/18 incident, the 128 incident, the establishment of Manchukuo, and the Marco Polo Bridge incident. And here are some scenes of the Second Sino-Japanese War. What made Japan go to war with China? The Great Depression.
The Great Depression is a financial crisis worldwide during the 1920s to the late 1930s. The Great Depression made Japan suffer the economic boom and had slow growth and economic success. The Japanese citizens were getting poorer, and the businessmen and government officials were becoming rich. The Japanese figured that the only way to resolve the downpour and to fix this is to change their government to militarism. This made the Japanese go and take over China for resources and economic benefit. Until China couldn't accept it, and both countries declared war.
I will be talking about the causes and effects during when the war had taken place. During the 8-year-long war, a huge impact, or causes, were the casualties. Over 21 million Chinese civilians and soldiers combined lost their lives due to the Second Sino-Japanese War. And for Japan, though much less, but still a large amount, of 1,800,000 Japanese soldiers either reported gone or missing. Add it all up and you get a grand total of 21,800,000 people from both sides of the war who died. This makes about a quarter of the casualties for the whole Second World War. If you count how much wars and battles the Second Sino-Japanese War created, the number of casualties rise significantly higher. Another impact is its direct causes to World War II. During the Battle of Shanghai, had made a clever move of pushing back the Japanese to get enough time to move some vital industries with important resources to Wuhan and Xi'an, and from there to Chongqing. China's strategy was to force Japan to change their expansion plan to east to west direction of attack and save all the energy to tackle the internal conflicts first. As a result, the Battle of Wuhan was delayed a year later. The Japanese, unable to retrieve the Chinese resources, then went to attack Pearl Harbor in Hawaii. This was not a tactical move as this angered the Americans. The Americans then dropped the atomic bomb at Hiroshima in Japan. The Japanese then surrendered in China with defeat. The destruction of structures and economic loss. Because of the Japanese taking over, China's economy dropped as the Japanese kept taking the Chinese resources before the Battle of Shanghai. This meant that Germany had supplied most of China's weapons and gear. The Japanese also took advantage of taking over China as they used areas like Manchuria and Hong Kong to trade with other countries for themselves and ship back resources and materials to boost the Japanese economy. In doing so, they banned HKD and used military yen instead. In the progression of the war, besides many people getting killed, families often lost their homes in China and public Chinese buildings got destroyed in the war. Not many remaining structures survived throughout the Second Sino-Japanese War. Long-lasting relationship between China and Japan. Many Chinese today don't get past the fact of the Japanese committing the Nanking Massacre. The tensions between China and Japan are high even today, as both President and Prime Minister met in 2014. The fact that Japanese committed such indescribable crimes is wrong, and they did publicly declare it. But some Japanese are now saying that it never happened and did not admit to the bad things they did. But today, Japanese and Chinese tensions are slowly going away, as both countries are slowly understanding each other and letting what remains in the past in the past. And here is the conclusion. To conclude, both China and Japan had a complicated history together, from wars to fights. You could say it's like siblings fighting. After the fight, siblings tend to make it right and continue living in harmony or peace. Even if Japan has done some wrong in the past, what's done is done, and we can't change it from not occurring. Getting mad at one another isn't solving the problem, but making the future better with peace is much better than living with hate. Like the Jedi say, there is no dark side nor light side. There is only peace within us.